Hi, Dan Holman here. Recently we sang I Will Not Be Shaken at church, and the chorus has the phrase, So I will stand in trust, I will stand in faith, I will not be shaken. And that resonated with me, and the word trust jumped out at me. That made me think of the old song, Trust and Obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy with Jesus but to trust and obey. Well, that got me wondering, how well am I trusting God? My initial reaction was, well, I'm doing good. I believe that Jesus died to wash away my sins so that I could have eternal life with God, and I'm trusting God to make that happen. But am I really doing good at trusting God? So what does the Bible say about trusting God? Well, there are hundreds of references to trusting God. Oddly, though, there was only one that had both trust and obey in it. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 10. Who among you fears the Lord and obeys the word of his servant? Let the one who walks in the dark, who has no light, trust in the name of the Lord and rely on their God. Have you ever been in some place where it's pitch black? I mean, so dark that you could not literally see your hand in front of your face? I have. And I remember as I was trying to find my way, I was taking little baby steps, being careful where I put my feet for what it might step on, and waving my arms out in front of me to make sure I didn't run into something, and using my memory to remember the direction I needed to head and attempt to get back to where I needed to be, where I could find some light. It was slow going and nerve-wracking. And the sense of relief was so great once I was able to get back to the light. God's blessed me with the ability to be able to read about something or watch how something is done and then be able to do it. So over the years, I've learned to do lots of different things, and I have the confidence to know that I can learn to do things that I don't know how to do. I'm also creative and have been able to figure out how to do things by myself, even though really they should have more people involved. Am I doing that with God? Am I figuring out everything I can on my own and only turning to God when I can't figure it out? Trusting that He'll be there and give me what I need when I need it? Or am I like someone walking in the dark with no light, trusting and relying completely on God for everything to get me where I need to be? I'm afraid I'm more of the former and need to work on completely trusting God in all things. It seems so easy for me to turn to God only when there seems to be no other option. In Matthew chapter 13, verse 13, Jesus answered the disciples about speaking in parables with, "This is why I speak to them in parables. Though seeing, they do not see. Though hearing, they do not hear or understand." And then he goes on in verses 16 and 17, "But blessed are your eyes because you see, and your ears because you hear. For truly I tell you, many prophets and righteous people longed to see what you see, but did not see it, and to hear what you have heard, but did not hear it." Since the end of March, I've had the opportunity to have our granddaughters over several days each week. I've come quite accustomed to them sitting on my lap and being able to wrap my arms around them and just sit there enjoying the moments. I also enjoy hearing them tell me about what they've done and what's going on in their lives. My life experiences have taught me that God has always been there for me, especially when I needed Him the most. But how often do I go to Him just to sit in His lap, to snuggle with Him, feeling the warmth and the love, or just talking to Him, telling Him about my day and what's going on? So I need to imagine every minute of every day that I'm in total darkness with only God there to help me. Whatever I know or can figure out may or may not be what is needed. I need to rely on God to let me know His thoughts and His direction. And I need to just spend time in His presence, letting Him love me. God bless you. Help me to learn to trust God more, and I hope I can help you.